Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Hello, people. And maybe other people are going to pop in. Who knows? It's hard to even know what's going to happen in this world. Welcome to the unpredictable. Yeah. Okay, turn that down. All right. There we go. And here we go. So it's exercise time to exercise our bodies. And we're going to work on strengthening and, oh, there's Maria. Strengthening and stretching and breathing and being human beings in human bodies that are hopefully getting stronger, healthier, stretchier. And so let's set that intention: stronger, healthier, stretchier bodies. Hey, Maria, that feel good, right? Isn't that what we want? Healthier bodies that feel good. So it's actually really warm and beautiful here in Kingston today. I have already been out on my morning walk. Let's start standing up and breathing. So we're also going to do the lymph flush. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, let it go. Yeah. Breathing into your own body, feeling what it feels like to breathe, feeling what it feels like to be you in your skin today. I'm going to shut some doors. I always forget. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, lift and open. And exhale, let it go. Whatever you gotta let go of, let it go. Now's a good time. Inhale up. And this time we're going to shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Have a little tantrum in your body. I think that, kids acting out, having tantrums, are actually doing some really good stuff for their body. They may be raising the stress level for everyone else around them, but they're taking some of the stress out of their own bodies by shaking and tantruming. So yeah, we're going to spiral for a second. Twisting, looking around behind you. So that first breathing was in the vertical plane. Now we're spiraling through the horizontal plane. And I'm actually going to move from side to side with this. So I'm shifting my weight one side and then shifting the other. And if I feel like really getting exciting, I'm going to sort of pivot on a heel. This feels very natural and good to me. So if it's too much to think about for you, just come back to this. Just regular turning without the weight shift. But if it feels good to do a weight shift, get that flex, go for it. Yeah, this is the basic Qigong exercise, moving through the horizontal. We're getting our lymphatic that's inside of our spine to activate the lymph. So let's rub our hands together and we're going to come in. So if things are stuck in our body, inflammation, blah, 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 we want the lymph to clear that stuff out, and movement also clears that stuff out. So we're going to take right hand into this left above your clavicle, squish it around. My hand is kind of like a pancake, so I'm providing some shear. So I'm not just rolling through or digging in softly, gently. I'm shearing. So providing shear force. So it's pulling this tissue around. I'm going to relax my tongue and I'm going to move my head so it's even more. So it's right up here. Yeah, that's it. Getting in there. This subclavicular area is where a bunch of the lymph is coming back into the bloodstream. To recapitulate and go back out, change it to the other side, same thing. Am I even saying the right word? It comes back in, reabsorbs, does its thing, and goes back out. Other side, same thing. Moving your head, relax your tongue, relax your face, relax your neck and throat, relax your jaw, relax your teeth. And then up here, angle of the jaw. I'm doing both at the same time. And here I'm kind of circling and digging in there a little bit. When I do this on a daily basis, I can go, oh, right there, I got a little lymph node that's inflamed. Can I get some movement in there so that the lymph that might be stuck in there a little bit can filter through my body again? Yes, so lymph is a detoxifier of your body. And then we're going to go down here, K27 points. So here are the knobs of my clavicle. Just below that, there's two little indentations. I'm going to dig in there and make some circles. I'm also going to make some noise as I'm in there. Trying to inhale mostly through my nose. And then as I exhale on the hum, I am increasing the production of nitric oxide. Do the other hand, other direction. That takes a little bit of coordination. Yummy. So that nitric oxide, which is produced in our nasal cavity and a bunch of other places in our body, but a lot in there when we inhale and exhale through our nose, when we hum, they say it's the oscillation of the breath moving through that stimulates the production of the nitric oxide. And then we're going to just give ourselves a Tarzan. Tarzan with your mouth closed. Yeah, so if you actually try to hum and plug your nose, you'll find it's very difficult. So it just shuts it right up. So we need that air coming out. It is oscillating. Nitric oxide is a antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral. So we want that stuff. Okay, coming into the armpit pec area, you can kind of grab it like grabbing it like a little pinching in, or you can just rub, whatever feels good to you. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways that we can do things to be healthy and take some responsibility and participation in our own health. Right, and that this lymph flush is a big one. Check it out. Same thing on the other side. And so is that nitric oxide humming. Not only is it doing the nitric oxide humming for our nose, humming, not right now because I'm all amped up in my coffee state, but it can really drop us down into a parasympathetic state. So that is where we rest and digest and soothe and settle. And if we're highly amped up and our body's not going into parasympathetic, we are not going to be digesting food as well. We're not going to be digesting our life as well, right? People are like, I'm running every day. Why aren't I losing weight? It's like, yeah, because you are like this. How can your body let go of anything when you're in this state? So yeah, just, I don't know. I'm saying this for one of my people in my class today. And then we're going to come down into our sternochyli, which is down there in the middle. Here's the bottom of my ribs. There's my belly button right in the middle. And this is the biggest lymph node in the body. Yes, lymph nodes are going to be moving the inflammation out of our body. Hugely important. Movement, moving inflammation out of our body. Deep diaphragmatic breath work also is working with lymph. So if you huff and puff in through your nose, out through your mouth, you're going to be stimulating that lymph even more. Good. And then coming into this fold, inguinal fold, getting up there, getting up in your inguinal fold in the grotesque area where it's weird to see yourself touching yourself. What does it look like when people's hands are so close? It looks like I have like crabs or something. Oh, she's scratching her crotch. What's wrong with her? Anyway, yes. All of this is just to come into that health. And there's a ton of lymph nodes in there. I'm sure you can feel some of them. So you're just getting this big lymph node movement. And then behind the knees. And I like to bend and straighten as I'm there. So I'm really getting in there behind the eye of the knee. And there we go. All right, so we are done with that. Shake it all out. Let it go. Bounce. Urban rebounding, jumping on those trampolines. That is great for your lymphatic system and your fascia, because it's requiring your fascia to have the integrity to do this, right? To keep your body from falling apart. All right, let's take it down into, we're not actually going to go to the floor all the way. We're going to take it into a very wide downward dog. So I'm going to inhale up, my feet are wide. I'm going to bend my knees and stick out my butt, open my chest and lungs, and I'm going to walk my hands forward. So it's not quite a downward dog. Feet are wide, wrists are wide, circling wrist, ankle, ankle, wrist. Warming up those proximal joints, shoulders and hips. Also wrists and ankles. See how that works? Fingers to wrist, to elbow, to shoulder, into your torso. Change direction. If this is too much, you can do it with your knees on the floor. You'll still get some movement. It just won't be as much. you won't get as much strength. You won't be as loaded with your weight as you go forward. So if you have any kind of wrist issues, just take it easy there. And then bring it down. And we're gonna just do a wrist exercise for a second. So coming onto hands and knees, just to let you know, all the cats are in the room right now. You can only see one, but they're all here sleeping very happily. They're dreaming the universe for us. Okay, so we're gonna come onto hands and knees. Depending on how much, if you have any kind of wrist issues, take your weight back so you're not gonna work so hard there. If you feel good, take your weight right on top of your hands. You're gonna bend your elbows, straighten, push up and lower. Bend your elbows, straighten, push up onto your fingers and lower. Bend, straighten, press up and lower. Bend, straighten, press up and lower. Now, if you want, you can take your elbows down to the floor, straighten, press up. So I could do this kind of back and not be having so much weight on my hands, but still be getting the movement. Or I can really try and take my weight over my arms, feeling a whole lot more here as I do it. Thinking of my fingers really spreading out and supporting this movement. So we have this relationship from our fingers in through our arms to our center. Yeah, and let that go. And let's do some figure eights with our hands. If you spend any time on a computer or even a device, this stuff is great for you. If you spend any time swinging around on a pole, this stuff is great for you. If you, yeah, I mean, we really, as humans, in the way that most people are living, don't do enough for our hands and feet. Like if we were living, you know, a couple thousand years ago, we would have been walking around barefoot on very uneven environments, right? So it wouldn't have been like flat floors, wearing shoes, all the stuff that kind of shuts down your body. All right, we're going to come over the back of the hands. And I'm going to kind of monkey in, turtling in. It's not monkey, monkey hands, turtle neck. And then I'm going to push down into my hands, widen my shoulders, and kind of arch a little. So it's kind of a cat-cow, but also with this hands, arch and open, draw the shoulders down and in. So curl and hollow, back of the hands, arch and open, hollow and curl, head down, back of the hands, arch and open, and last one, curl and hollow, arch and open, and then come up and shake it out again, let it go. And let's take it down onto our backs on the floor. We're going to get back up into our downward dog in a minute, but let's start getting down here on our backs. Just to release, I did take a ballet class on Tuesday, and oh my God, hello, hips and butt. So we're going to roll through those really soft and easy. My butt is still sore. There's nothing like ballet to work you like that, but we will be in the second half of this class for the people actually in the room doing tendus, dégagés, all those things. Tendu and twerk, we'll be doing all of it. So this class is going to end for the people on the video about halfway through, and then the rest of the people who are in the room, we get to do it because we play music and do things that I can't post. That sounds crazy. It's not that exciting. I could post it if it weren't copyright infringement. Let's press our pelvises up, take your arms up, internally and externally rotate your arms. Feel how your shoulder blades are moving on your back. So pinky, thumb, rotator cuff, those two bones in your forearm, radius and ulna, spiraling around each other. And then interlace your hands behind your butt, walk your shoulders closer together. And we're going to go up onto tippy toes and lower. So here's the exercise similar to what we're doing with the wrists, but now with the ankles, up to releve and lower. Press it up and down. Press, lower, press, lower. We're going to press up and circle your ankles. Circle those ankles, try to stay high with the pelvis so your back is working. Change direction, spread out your toes. And then lift as high as you can up on tippy toes, pulsing, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Open your hands, widen your shoulders, roll it all the way down to the floor. Take a deep breath. And then you're just going to do a little soft rocking through your spine. Try to relax your body. So we want to like work our muscles and then let them go. We don't want to be holding it all still. So let it go, let it go, let it go. Fake it if it's not happening. Add movement. And then we'll take a quick happy baby pose. Grab on, wiggle around, free flow in the baby. Let yourself act like you're a happy baby. Oh, as I start stretching, I see the little catto's legs up there stretch out too. His little feet sticking up over the edge. All right, from there, let's do hundreds, and let's use a block for this. So over here, I have some weights and a block, and I'm going to grab my block. Taking the block, sticking it right down on your pubic bone. If you don't have a block, it's totally fine. You don't need to use anything. You can just squeeze your legs together. But if you have a block, squeeze your legs together, touch down. It's like you're going to lay an egg, and the egg is the block, right? I don't know. Not an expert egg layer, but you know, inhale, open, exhale, coming up, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, touch down. Exhale, I'm going to flex through my feet and then point. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Flex and point. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Flex, point. Inhale. Now I'm going to suggest we have our palms facing each other instead of palms facing down for a few. Inhale down, exhale up, flex, point. Inhale, exhale up, flex, point. Now we're going to change it. Palms are going to face the floor up here, and then they're going to face the ceiling here. Flex and point. Inhale, open, exhale, flex and point. Deep breath in, exhale, flex and point. Open it up. Last one, up, flex and point, and relax. Take your block out. Free up your spine, free up your guts, right? That's another thing. If there's a lot of holding in your guts, in your intestines, if your muscles are restricting your intestines, how are you going to digest your food, right? You need to have some free flow movement. We don't need to hold our organs in. They're not going to fall out. They're already kind of vacuum packed in there. It's miraculous. And there's also this thing on top of them called the omentum, which is this big kind of connective tissue-y, fatty thing that is protecting your organs. Anyway, just thinking about that. Let's do one leg at a time. One comes in, one goes out. We're going to do 3 changes. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to circle the legs away from each other. And the other leg comes in. You have 1, 2, 3, circle out and away. 1, 2, 3. Big circle. 1, 2, 3. Big circle. 1, 2, 3. Circle it out. If you want to drop your head down, go ahead. Like if it's putting stress in your neck and shoulders, drop your head to the floor. You can bring it up whenever you feel like it, put it down whenever you feel like it, really listening in so you're not adding tension to the neck and throat. Last 1, 2, 3. Circle it around. Shake it out. Open your feet so they're wider than your sticky mat. Internally rotate one leg at a time. Super important that if we're doing stuff where we're externally rotating in our hips, like ballet, or a lot of, what else? Where else do we use that external rotation? Sometimes in other things, if you are a hockey player, if you are an ice skater, even if you're biking and you're just in parallel all the time, you want to make sure that you're getting internal rotation. So we need that tissue to have that 3-dimensionality where it can turn out, it can be parallel, it can turn in. Spiraling through. And then coming in, and we're going to do another set of circles. How are we going to do this? Maybe this is going to be a little different, perhaps a little harder. So I'm going to give a couple of versions. So one version is just circling your legs, as big or as small as you want to. Another version, I think we're going to come up and then open it out, slowly roll it down and take it all the way down. So coming up, rolling through, opening it out, rolling it down. If you want to get all into that version of it. If your back is hurting, don't do that version. That's my advice, unless it feels good. So you got to listen into your own body. And then we're going to change direction. So it's going to come wide up and then roll down all the way. You can flex if you need to. If your feet are getting crampy, go ahead and flex anytime. I tend to like to flex on the outside and then point down the middle. A couple more times. This could also just be keeping your back on the floor. You could be here. These could be small. Really work with what feels good to you today. And that's our last one. Let's roll back and forth, rounding through your spine, massaging through your back. And then we're going to come in, elbow to knee, crossing over, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. I just realized I didn't put in my little earbuds, which usually I think make the mic better, shifting from side to side. So sound might be different today. I can check it out, see how that goes. Big spiral, rolling across, massaging out your butt. We're going to take that into a big twist, legs straight or bent, either way. I'm doing mostly the hard versions of stuff myself today because my body actually feels like it needs it. So if you want to make it easier, bend your knees. If spiraling is hurting you, you could just take yourself rolling from side to side. So you're massaging out your back. So that's your lots of versions, lots of possibilities. Good, and bring it in. And let's flip around and come back into our downward dog. I'm gonna just take off my socks so my feet aren't sliding. And adjust the camera. So we're going to do a couple different varieties of this. If you guys, in my room, if you can't hear me at all, just let me know. But I think I'm probably loud enough. Take it to a downward dog, walk through your feet, bend one knee, bend the other. Whoa, even with my socks off, it's slippery. So I'm getting a calf stretch, but I'm also releasing into the hip. Like I'm not keeping square here. I'm really turning underneath. Then I think I need to adjust my carpet so that I'm not sliding all over the place. Okay. Then we're going to take the right leg up to the ceiling or the left leg, either one, up as high as it will go. Lift it, lift it, lift it, open, open, open. Taking your knee into your chest, forward into a three-legged plank. Inhale, poke a hole through the ceiling, reach it up. Exhale, cross it under to your opposite elbow. Inhale, lift and open, stretch. Outer shoulder. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it into center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outer shoulder. Third set. Inhale, up. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outer shoulder. Step it in. Adjust your clothing. Take it into this big lunge. You're going to take the back leg heel down to the floor, spiral yourself up. You're in a warrior. Warrior two. You're gonna take it into reverse warrior and then down over your knee. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, over your knee. Inhale, trying to stay deep, and exhale. This one we're gonna come all the way up into, we're gonna get into triangle pose. I'm just gonna move my camera. There we go. So now we're here. Hand is right over your toes, squaring off. Take it out, take it down, look up, breathe into it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you want to take that deeper to the floor, go for it. Then we're going to take that top hand down to the floor and the bottom hand goes up and we spiral. And then we're going to take the top hand down to the floor. We're going to square ourselves back off, take it into the lunge, and we're going to do a crescent. So I'm going to put the top of my foot on the floor. If you need more padding under your knee, if you need to fold up your mat, go for it. We're going to inhale, lift, and exhale, hands down, and then push back into a hamstring stretch. Couple of breaths, shoulders easy, and take it forward. And lifting up, opening up, arching up, and exhale, hands down, take it back, flex. Third time, take it forward. Inhale, lift, open, and exhale. If you want to make this, you can either hang out here, you can turn out your leg, or you can go for your full split. Whatever you've got, whatever you need to work. Yeah, I usually don't spend a lot of time in my splits, but as we get older, we want to keep things, we got to do them sometimes. All right, take it in, hands on the floor, curl your toes under in the back. Let's take it into a plank, just holding the plank for a couple of breaths. Shoulders are wide and connected. And then we're going to take the butt up to the ceiling. We're actually going to walk our hands back to our feet. Drop your head, your knees can be bent, and slowly roll it up through your spine, coming all the way up to the top. Inhale and lift. And exhale. Open it up, bend your knees, walk it forward. Back to your dog. The other leg comes up. So for me, it's actually my left leg now. Up to the ceiling as high as it can go, knee into your chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outer shoulder. Inhale, poke a hole through the ceiling, reach. Exhale, center. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outer shoulder. Last set. Inhale, up. Exhale, center. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale up, exhale, outer shoulder. Place the foot on the floor in between your two hands, if possible. You can always use a block for all of this. I didn't cue it. I feel like if you've gotten this far and you actually know what we're doing at all, you know that you can use a block. So that's up to you. Back of the foot is on, back heel is down into the floor. We're going to come up into our warrior two. Reverse warrior, open your lungs. Exhale, down over your knee. Inhale, lift, open, exhale, over your knee. Inhale, open, exhale, over your knee. And this one, we're going to lift it up. Take it down to triangle pose. Reach your hand out, hand either to your floor, a block, whatever feels good to you, or your ankle. Looking up, breathe into it. Feel your lungs. Feel your long spine, feel your arms, feel your hands, wiggle your fingers on top. And then take that hand down to the floor, spiral, look up, open it up. Bring the hand back down, turn the back leg in. You can hang out there for a breath. Breathe, and then come forward, top of the foot down, knee on the floor. Going into crescent. Inhale, lift and open. and exhale. Take it down, flex. Taking your weight forward, open it up, open your lungs, see the heavens, and exhale. Take it down, surrender, coming down to earth. And again, shifting your weight forward, inhale, open, open, open. And exhale, taking it back, either hang out here, try turning it in and out, or taking it into your split, breathing into that. Hello, legs. Hello, body. Good. And then taking it back to your lunge, curl your toes under, take it into a plank. We're going to move this plank a little bit. So we're just going to take the bottom leg crossing under, open that up into a side plank, and then hand goes back down, back to your plank. Bottom leg crosses under, side plank, bring it in, leg out. Cross it under, side plank, bring it in to your plank. Last one, cross it under, open it up, bring it in, and come down. And again, I'm not giving you the easy version, but there is one. It's like this. You could put your knee down. That could work, right? Then you can go, oh yeah, I can do this. So, so here's my offering. If you're doing something and you need to adjust it, adjust it. You can do that. We're allowed. We are all allowed. All right, hold on for 1 second. And let's, oh God, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. All right, I am back. If you have water, take a little moment to have a sip of water. I actually have water and coffee. So we say movement hydrates tissue, but you also want to make sure that you are hydrated, that you drink water, especially if you have coffee in the morning. Good to drink water before the coffee and during and after. So that when we're moving around, that water is integrating into our bodies. There are times I feel like I'm drinking all this water and it's not going into my body. I'm just peeing it out and I still feel kind of swollen and not moving. Then we might want to do more spiraling type movements so we can get that integration in our bodies. So a lot of human movement can be very linear, spiraling. And it's not like I drink the water and it's instantly going in. It's got to integrate through my system. All right, let's do one last thing here before we close out the room. Something on our bellies. Now that we've drank water, always a good idea to lie on your belly. Joke, not a great idea. And yet I do it all the time. We're going to come into onto our bellies. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Connect your hands. Go all the way. Open it up and then exhale, roll it back down. Think of eyeballs looking out, lifting, connect the hands, come all the way up, and then take it down. A couple more times like that. If you want to, you can bend your knees and try to touch your toes to your head as you go up. Just up to you if you want to do that. Last one. And then take it into a child's pose. Relax down in your child's pose, wiggle around, soften and melt, easy spine, let it go. Again, softening your guts, relaxing, and then shift your weight back, roll it up, and come to stand on your legs. Swish, swash, moving from side to side. Back, butt, and hamstrings freeing up. Come into center, rolling it all the way up. And I am going to end the live stream